The EPA released a report in December of 2007. Now within this report, it states that climate change or global warming does have a health and welfare effect within the United States. Now there were two arguments that was created out of this community of scientists and climatologists in regards to global warming. Now the two arguments deal with the past and the other deals with the present. Now the first argument was about whether global warming exists or not. Now in 1992, the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, the UNFCCC, or the FCCC. Now this is two parts in one. Now the first part is the actual convention, and the second part is an actual treaty. Now this treaty was to stabilize GHG or greenhouse gases. Now to note that this was a non-binding treaty, essentially providing evidence that climate change does exist. Now the second argument is whether global warming affects our day-to-day lives and if mankind contributes to the increase of greenhouse gases or GHGs. Now in December of 1997, the Framework Convention on Climate Change, the FCCC, adopted the Kyoto Protocol. Now this protocol is basically a rule which guides how to govern GHG emissions. Now the protocol was entered in February of 2005. Now there's a report as of May of 2008 that states that there are a little over 1,800 parties that have ratified the Kyoto Protocol. Interesting enough, the U.S. is the only country that has signed the protocol but has not ratified it. It is important to note that this protocol was adopted in 1997 and enforced in 2005. Now in 1997, this was under the Clinton administration, and in 2005, which preceded, is the Bush administration. Now under neither administration it passed legislation. Now the primary source of carbon dioxide emissions attributed to the burning of fossil fuels like coal, oil, and gas. Now in the 1980s, carbon dioxide was about 1.4 parts per million, and in 2000 carbon dioxide increased around 2 parts per million. And in 2008, carbon dioxide has increased around by 2.4 parts per million. Now these reports are from the National Oceanic Atmospheric Administration, the NOAA. Now GHG or greenhouse gases are layered at the troposphere, which traps and releases the sun UV rays, and carbon dioxide maintains or sustains rather the earth temperature automagically. Now within the contributions of CO2 from mankind, it increases carbon dioxide and raises the earth temperature at least a degree or two. Now you have sustainability and you have vulnerability within the heating of the earth, which ultimately causes global warming. Now within this historical scientific data, it is clear that climatologists and atmospheric scientists agree that global warming is real, it affects our day-to-day lives, and it threatens the fabric of our economy.